Hi everyone, this is Sam with the Wine News in 5. Before I get started, I want to congratulate Mick Pare of Estonia, Martinas Pravilones of Lithuania, and Pascaline Lepeltier of France for their performance in the Association des Sommeliers International competition for the best sommelier for Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. Pare took home gold and Lepeltier silver, but from all reports of the event, it was a very close call. I will link to a recording of the competition in the transcript of this video. On to the news. Today I'll discuss the verdict of a labor lawsuit in California, France uprooting 27,500 hectares of vineyards, and a new regenerative organic certified producer. First up, a labor lawsuit in California. So in August 2023, 8 vineyard stewards that were employed by Dos Viñas Vineyard Management, which is based out of Calistoga, California, and were contracted with Foley Family, were fired after asking for raises from $18 an hour to $19 an hour and using their paid sick leave. In September 2023, a complaint was filed with the Agricultural Labor Relations Board, the ALRB, against Dos Viñas and Foley Family, which stated that the owner of Dos Viñas had told employees that they were being fired because they did not have a foreman. He'd fired their foreman 2 days earlier, and because Foley requested that the crew be let go. After a 10-month investigation, the ALRB filed a formal complaint against Foley Family. On October 21st, Foley Family settled, agreeing to pay the 8 workers $17,945 in lost wages and to respect workers' rights, including contract workers. I realize that the abuse of workers is nothing new. However, successfully fighting that abuse is rare, and I'd like to take a moment to toast the 8 people who just made headlines that send a very clear message that the hundreds of thousands of farm workers in California have a right to be treated like human beings. However, I'd also like to drag up something that didn't make headlines. Earlier this year, Foley Family settled a class action lawsuit involving 625 people who were employed for Ferrari Carano, a Foley Family property. Between 2017 and 2022, Foley bought the brand in 2020. The plaintiffs in this case allege that, and I quote, defendants' failure to pay minimum and straight time, to pay overtime wages, to provide meal periods, to authorize and permit rest periods, to timely pay final wages at termination, to provide accurate itemized wage statements, and to indemnify employees for expenditures resulted in Labor Code and Private Attorneys General Act violations and unfair business practices. Foley Family and Ferrari Carano settled for $1,050,000. I can only hope that between these two settlements, Foley Family has learned to treat their many employees with more respect. Foley Family Wine and Spirits owns more than 30 brands, including Chalon, Silverado, Banshee, Chalk Hill, Chateau Saint Jean, Ferrari Carano, Cosentino, and Cherry Pie. On to France's removal of vineyards. Back at the end of September, I discussed that the European Commission had granted the French government 120 million euros in financial aid to grub up 30,000 hectares over 74,000 acres of French vineyards by paying growers 4,000 euros per hectare removed. Growers started applying for these subsidies in mid-October, and according to Decanter, applications are now closed and 5,418 growers have agreed to pull up 27,461 hectares by June 2nd. They're prohibited from replanting vines until 2029. This is unfortunate but necessary considering the current state of the market. On to a new regenerative organic certified producer. Napa's Stag's Leap wine cellars, founded in 1970 by the Winearski family and as of last year owned in full by Italian wine company Marchesi Antinori, has achieved regenerative organic certification. What this means is they not only farm organically, but they also have certified their commitment to animal welfare and social responsibility. The certification also requires that they have their soils tested regularly to show that they're actively building soil carbon and microbial diversity. So congrats to Stag's Leap Wine Cellars for that. There are now 27 ROC producers from the US, Italy, Chile, Argentina, France, Canada, Australia, and Austria represented. I'll publish the full list in the transcript on this newscast. That's all for this episode of the Wine News. Next week is Thanksgiving, and I'll be building on the pie and wine pairing research that went into our recent pie and wine pairing guide, which you can find on our site. So I won't be bringing you the news until December 6th. If you enjoy this newscast and you'd like to see it continue, please subscribe to jancesrobinson.com And if you have breaking news in your area, please email me at news@jancesrobinson.com. Thanks.